You're not controlled by your circumstances, you're controlled by your focus. The moment you stop chasing validation and start mastering your inner world, everything changes. True power isn't loud, it's earned in silence, in the dark, when no one's watching. Greatness isn't luck, it's 2 million quiet reps, fueled not by fear, but by purpose so deep, discipline becomes your default. This is how legends are built. Your life is shaped by your focus. Every experience, every outcome, every victory or defeat is rooted in where your attention goes. You don't simply experience life as it happens to you, you experience life based on what you choose to focus on. In a world that's filled with distractions, setbacks, and chaos, your focus is your greatest power. It's the lens through which you see everything, and it determines how you respond to what life throws at you. The truth is, you have the power to choose where your focus lies. Every moment offers you a decision, victimhood or victory. Will you focus on the obstacles in your way, the things you don't have, the people who've let you down? Or will you focus on your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise above adversity? Choosing victimhood means surrendering your power. It means allowing life's challenges to define you, letting external circumstances control your mood and mindset. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like a victim. Life can be hard, people can be unfair, and things often don't go according to plan. But when you focus on being a victim, you put your energy into blame, self-pity, and hopelessness. You allow your circumstances to hold you hostage, robbing you of the strength you need to move forward. On the other hand, choosing victory means controlling your focus and taking responsibility for your life. It means acknowledging the obstacles in your path, but refusing to be defeated by them. It means looking for solutions, seeing opportunities in every challenge, and using adversity as fuel for growth. Victory is a mindset. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about choosing to learn, adapt, and overcome. When you focus on victory, you empower yourself to take charge of your circumstances and create your own path forward. Every day, you make this choice. Your thoughts, your reactions, and your actions are all reflections of what you choose to focus on. If you focus on what you can't control, you'll feel powerless. But if you focus on what you can control, your mindset, your actions, your response to challenges, then you take back your power. So, decide today where you'll focus your energy. Will you focus on the setbacks, the disappointments, and the reasons you can't? Or will you focus on your growth, your strength, and the victories that lie ahead? Control your focus, and you control your life. What you focus on will shape the life you live, and ultimately, the person you become. Choose wisely. In the pursuit of success, achievers are often fixated on the future. They are driven by a vision, an ambition that constantly pushes them forward. They obsess over what's next, what's the next project, the next milestone, the next achievement. The future becomes their ultimate destination, their source of motivation, and their primary focus. But here's the critical truth they often miss. Joy lives in the now. While it's important to have goals, to work relentlessly toward your dreams, you must never lose sight of the present moment. The future is always ahead of you, always just out of reach, and no matter how hard you work, you can never actually live in it. It's always an extension of today. And the past, that's done. It's unchangeable. It cannot be altered or reversed. The only power you have is in the present right now. The present is your leverage. This moment is where you have the power to act, to make decisions, to shape your reality. It's the foundation upon which the future is built. Achieving great things in life requires effort, but if you don't learn to live in the present, you will miss the joy and fulfillment that comes with each step along the way. Yes, achieving greatness is important, but so is appreciating the journey. The obsession with the future can rob you of the experiences that make life rich and meaningful. When you're always focused on what's next, you lose the ability to appreciate what's happening now, the small wins, the moments of growth, the relationships you're building, and the lessons you're learning. These are the moments that actually shape your life, not the end result. Success is not just about reaching a destination, it's about enjoying the path. Yes, set your sights on the future, but never forget that the present moment holds the keys to your happiness and progress. When you fully embrace the now, you align yourself with your vision for the future and enjoy the journey that leads to it. So, focus on the present. Make today count, because it's the only moment you truly control. Success is important, but joy is what sustains you on the journey. Achieve with intention, but live with gratitude. When you balance ambition with presence, you'll find that the future becomes a lot more fulfilling, and the now becomes a lot more meaningful. Life is unpredictable. The world around you is often chaotic, filled with noise, distractions, and circumstances that seem out of your control. You can't control the economy, the weather, or the actions of others. You can't dictate how people will treat you, or prevent unforeseen challenges from arising. External chaos is a part of life, and it's something you will face time and time again. But here's the key. While you can't control the chaos, you can control how you respond to it. You have the power to determine where you place your focus, the meaning you attach to situations, and the actions you take in the face of adversity. That's where real power lies. The world might be unpredictable, but your focus is always within your grasp. In the middle of turmoil, you get to choose where your attention goes. Will you focus on the problems, the things you can't control, the noise that's overwhelming you? Or will you focus on what you can control, your mindset, your next step, your inner strength? When you choose to focus on what matters, you take control of your perspective and your energy. The meaning you assign to challenges also lies in your hands. Chaos and adversity are inevitable, but how you interpret them is entirely up to you. You can see them as setbacks or as opportunities for growth. You can choose to let difficulty break you, or you can choose to rise, adapt, and learn from it. The meaning you attach to a situation shapes your response to it. It can either empower you or weaken you. Finally, your actions are where you can create real change. No matter how chaotic the world becomes, the one thing you always have control over is your next move. You can't stop the storm, but you can choose how you navigate through it. You can take purposeful steps that align with your values and goals, even when the external world seems uncertain. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and the meaning you attach to each situation, you reclaim your power. External chaos may continue to swirl around you, but it doesn't have to dictate your life. True power is found in how you respond to what's beyond your control. So, when life gets overwhelming, remember, you have the ability to control your focus, the meaning you create, and the actions you take. And that is where your real power lies. Use it wisely, and you will navigate even the most chaotic of circumstances with strength and clarity. We live in a world that often measures worth through external validation. We seek praise, recognition, and acknowledgement from others, believing that these are the things that define our value. But the truth is, true self-worth is not built on praise, it's built on survival. It's the ability to stand tall after being knocked down, to keep going when the odds are stacked against you, and to rise above challenges you once thought would break you. Praise is temporary. Compliments and accolades feel good in the moment, but they don't define who you are at your core. They don't shape your character or reveal your true strength. What builds self-worth is surviving hardship, the times when life threw everything at you, and yet you found a way to keep going. It's facing failure, pain, and setbacks, and walking away from them stronger, more resilient, and more self-assured than before. The real measure of self-worth comes not from how many times you've been praised, but from how many times you've stood up after falling. It's the inner strength that develops when you're pushed to your limits, when everything seems impossible, yet you push forward. Those moments of struggle, the ones that almost broke you, are the moments that truly define you. They show you who you really are. When you go through something that challenges you to your core and you come out the other side, you realize that your worth is unshakable. It's the tough times that refine you. They reveal your ability to endure, to adapt, and to grow. It's not the accolades or the easy victories that build you. It's the battles, the scars, and the strength it takes to keep moving forward when all seems lost. The most valuable lessons in life are learned not from success, but from the struggle. It's in surviving the challenges you thought would break you that you discover your true potential. Each challenge you overcome is like a brick in the foundation of your self-worth. You begin to realize that you are stronger, more capable, and more powerful than you ever imagined. So, when the world around you feels harsh, when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable, remember this: you are building something far more valuable than temporary praise. You are building unshakable self-worth. And the challenges you face today are the very things that will forge the strength, resilience, and confidence that define who you truly are. Insecurity often stems from a constant battle within, an internal struggle with self-doubt, fear of judgment, and a need for external validation. It's easy to become consumed by the pursuit of approval, questioning your worth, and measuring yourself against others. But the antidote to insecurity is simpler than you might think. Dedicate yourself to something bigger than you. When you dedicate your life to a purpose that transcends your own desires and needs, you shift your focus away from yourself. You stop obsessing over how you look, how you're perceived, or whether you're enough. Instead, you direct your energy toward something meaningful, something that adds value to the world around you. Purpose dissolves ego. Ego is driven by self-preservation, by the need to constantly compare, compete, and be validated. But when you find a cause or mission that is greater than your individual concerns, your ego naturally fades into the background. You become less concerned with your own image and more focused on how you can serve, contribute, and make a lasting impact. This shift in focus frees you from the chains of insecurity because you no longer measure your worth based on fleeting external factors. When you dedicate yourself to something bigger than you, whether it's helping others, pursuing a greater cause, or striving for excellence in your craft, your purpose becomes your guide. It provides clarity, direction, and a sense of fulfillment that can never be matched by superficial recognition. The more you immerse yourself in that purpose, the less room there is for insecurity. Your focus shifts to growth, progress, and contribution, and your self-doubt diminishes as you witness the positive impact of your dedication. Purpose fuels confidence because it creates a foundation based on something far more lasting and significant than ego-driven achievements. It roots you in something real, something that can't be taken away, and it offers a sense of pride and fulfillment that external validation never can. So, if you find yourself battling insecurity, remember, the antidote is not in self-comparison or the quest for approval, it's in the pursuit of purpose. Dedicate yourself to something that challenges you, something that excites you, and something that allows you to grow beyond yourself. In that journey, ego will dissolve, and true confidence will take its place. When you're driven by purpose, insecurity no longer has a hold on you. Greatness isn't born from random moments of luck or chance. It's the result of relentless dedication, unseen effort, and consistent practice in the quiet hours when no one is watching. What you do in private, when the world isn't observing, is what defines your success in public. It's the late nights, the sacrifices, the hours spent honing your craft, and the persistence to keep going even when no one applauds you. These are the moments that truly matter. When you see someone stand on a stage, deliver a perfect performance, or achieve something extraordinary, remember, they weren't rewarded because of a single lucky break. They were rewarded because of the countless hours they spent practicing, refining, and perfecting their skills behind the scenes. The public doesn't see the struggle, the failures, or the dedication that led to the triumph. What they see is the result, the polished, final product of years of consistent effort. Consistency is the true key to greatness, not luck. Luck may offer an opportunity, but it's consistency that turns that opportunity into lasting success. Greatness is about showing up every day, no matter how you feel, and giving your best even when progress seems slow or the results aren't immediately visible. It's about creating habits of excellence, staying disciplined, and pushing through obstacles. The true test of your character and your potential lies in the moments when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on, but you still choose to give your all. The world may celebrate your achievements in public, but it's the private work, the hours spent improving yourself, learning, growing, and persevering that lays the foundation for that recognition. The true reward is not in the applause, but in the process, the journey of becoming the best version of yourself through consistent effort, determination, and self-belief. So, if you want to be great, remember this: greatness is not a product of luck, it's a product of consistency. Keep practicing, keep working, and keep improving in private. The world will reward you publicly for what you've been building behind closed doors. In the heat of the moment, anger and fear can be powerful motivators. They can push you to act quickly, make decisions in haste, and fuel bursts of energy that drive you toward immediate goals. In the short term, they can spark a fire within you, urging you to prove something to yourself or others, to escape from a painful situation, or to avoid a perceived threat. But while anger and fear may give you temporary momentum, they lack the depth and sustainability required for lasting success. They are reactive forces. They push you away from something you want to avoid, but they don't pull you toward something greater. The difference between short-term wins and lasting drive lies in the vision that guides you. True, long-term success is not fueled by external pressures or negative emotions. It comes from a compelling vision that pulls you forward day after day. A vision that's so powerful, so inspiring, that your desire to achieve it becomes the force that drives you. When you are pulled by a vision, your journey is no longer about simply pushing through obstacles or surviving the challenges. It's about moving toward something greater than yourself, something that excites you, something that aligns with your purpose, and something that gives you meaning beyond the day-to-day struggles. When you are driven by a deep, compelling vision, willpower becomes irrelevant. It's no longer about forcing yourself to keep going or about sheer discipline. The drive to keep pushing forward comes naturally, almost effortlessly. You are pulled toward your goals, not by the weight of willpower, but by the magnetic force of your vision. The work doesn't feel like a burden, because the purpose behind it is so powerful that it transcends any obstacles, challenges, or moments of doubt. This is the type of drive that sustains you over time. Anger and fear can get you through a sprint, but only a compelling vision can carry you through a marathon. When your vision is clear and powerful, every setback becomes just a detour, and every challenge is seen as an opportunity to grow closer to your goal. You don't need to rely on willpower, because your vision fuels you in ways that fear and anger never could. So, if you want to create lasting success, shift your focus from the temporary rush of anger or fear to a vision that excites and inspires you. Let your vision pull you forward, and you will find yourself naturally driven toward your goals with the strength to persevere even when the path gets tough. When your vision is strong enough, it won't matter how hard the journey gets, you'll keep going, because the destination will be worth every step. Life is not a smooth, predictable journey. It is a series of challenges, obstacles, and metaphorical dragon spheres, and intimidating struggles that seem insurmountable at times. These dragons come in many forms: personal hardships, professional setbacks, emotional pain, and the uncertainties that life throws at you. But each battle, each dragon you face, carries within it an invaluable lesson, a piece of wisdom that shapes who you become and what you can offer to others. In the beginning, the dragons might seem terrifying. They loom large, casting shadows over your path, and it feels as if there's no way around them. But what you soon learn is that it's not the dragon you're fighting, it's your own limitations, your fears, and your doubts. The true battle is within. And as you face these challenges head-on, you develop resilience, strength, and insight that you wouldn't have gained any other way. Every time you confront a dragon and emerge victorious, whether you slay it completely or simply survive, you gain lived truth. It's not theoretical knowledge you're gathering, but wisdom forged in the heat of real experience. You learn how to handle failure, how to persevere when you feel like giving up, and how to navigate the unpredictable twists and turns of life. These lessons are earned, not read in books or taught in classrooms. They are the truths that only come from personal experience, the kind of knowledge that gives you the courage to keep going and the wisdom to help others along the way. The beauty of these battles is that once you've conquered a dragon, you don't just walk away with the prize, you walk away with a story, with the ability to inspire, teach, and guide others who are facing similar challenges. Your lived truth becomes a beacon for others, showing them that it is possible to overcome, to rise above, and to turn struggle into strength. So, embrace each dragon that comes your way. Don't run from the battles, because it's in the heat of the fight that you'll gain the wisdom that defines you. Every dragon slayed, every challenge faced, adds to your arsenal of knowledge. You won't just learn facts, you'll learn the truths that can change your life and the lives of others. These are the lessons that, when shared, hold the power to inspire greatness in those around you. Life is full of painful experiences. Some wounds are deep, some scars are permanent, and many of us have faced moments that shook us to our core. It's natural to wish that those painful events never happened, to want to erase the suffering, the heartache, and the struggles that have marked our journeys. But what if I told you that those very wounds, as painful as they were, have shaped you into the person you are today, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you could ever have imagined? Your greatest strengths are often hidden in the very wounds you try to forget. The challenges you've faced, the heartache you've endured, and the battles you've fought have all been opportunities for growth. Each scar, each painful memory, carries with it a lessons in resilience, perseverance, and the power of transformation. These experiences have equipped you with an inner strength, a depth of character, and an understanding of life that no easy journey could ever provide. It's important to hold both truths. 1. I wish it didn't happen. Acknowledging the pain and the loss is vital. It's okay to feel sorrow for the hardships you've endured, to wish things had been different, or to grieve what was lost along the way. Pain is real, and it deserves to be felt. 2. I'm grateful for who it made me. At the same time, recognize the strength and wisdom you've gained from the experience. The person you are today, resilient, wiser, more compassionate, more determined, is the result of the very battles you once wished you could avoid. These struggles have crafted your identity, giving you the ability to face challenges head-on, to empathize with others, and to appreciate life on a deeper level. This dual perspective isn't about denying your pain, but rather about honoring the transformation that came from it. It's about recognizing that while the journey was hard, it led you to a place of strength, courage, and understanding that you might never have found without facing those struggles. In fact, it's often the deepest wounds that unlock our greatest power. They teach us things that success and ease never could. They make us more human, more authentic, and more capable of handling the challenges that lie ahead. Without those wounds, you wouldn't have developed the strength and wisdom that make you who you are. So, hold both truths close to your heart. Acknowledge the pain, the regret, the grief that comes with your wounds, but also embrace the power that those very wounds have given you. You are not defined by what hurt you. You are defined by how you rose from it, how you grew from it, and how you became stronger, wiser, and more compassionate because of it. Your wounds are not your weakness, they are your strength. The role of a victim may feel comfortable in the short term, offering a sense of relief and justification for the struggles we face. But playing the victim kills your freedom. It keeps you shackled to your circumstances, trapped in a mindset that disempowers you. When you constantly see yourself as a victim of your circumstances, you give away your power. You relinquish control over your own destiny and allow life to happen to you instead of creating the life you want to live. True freedom comes from taking ownership of your life, your choices, and your actions. It comes from shifting your perspective away from blame and external factors and embracing the reality that you are in control of how you respond to what happens. Life may throw challenges your way, but you have the power to decide how you will face them. You are not a passive bystander in your own story. You are the author, the creator, and the one responsible for moving forward. When you stop playing the victim, you reclaim your freedom. Now, let's talk about confidence. Confidence without competence is delusion. You can walk around with all the self-assurance in the world, but without real skills, knowledge, and action to back it up, your confidence is nothing more than empty noise. True confidence is rooted in competence, the ability to perform, deliver, and prove to yourself that you are capable. Confidence comes not from telling others how great you are, but from knowing deep down that you've put in the work, you've developed your abilities, and you've earned the right to stand tall. Build evidence through action. Confidence is the result of consistent effort, learning, and improvement. It's not something that magically appears without substance behind it. The more action you take, the more evidence you build to prove your own capabilities. Every small victory, every task completed, every challenge overcome is a piece of proof that you are competent, that you are growing, and that you are capable of achieving more. Action is the key to transforming confidence from a mere belief into undeniable reality. So, if you want true freedom, stop playing the victim. Take ownership of your life and your circumstances, and begin taking action to create the future you want. And if you want genuine confidence, focus on building competence through knowledge, skill, and relentless effort. Confidence is not a facade. It's a reflection of your abilities, your experiences, and the results of your actions. When you combine the freedom that comes from ownership with the competence built through action, you unlock your true potential. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that life is happening to you, that the challenges, the setbacks, and the struggles are simply random acts of fate, designed to derail you or punish you. But the truth is, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Every experience, every obstacle, every tough moment is an opportunity for growth, for transformation, and for learning. Life is not a series of random events beyond your control. It's a canvas that you can shape with your actions, mindset, and perspective. The key is to shift your perception from victimhood to empowerment. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Every challenge, no matter how difficult, carries within it a hidden lesson or opportunity for growth. The tough moments are often the very ones that shape your character, build your resilience, and expand your understanding of what you're capable of. The hardships are not obstacles standing in your way, they are stepping stones, lessons, and the raw material for your personal development. But here's the catch: you must dig for the gold in the dirt. Life may present you with mess, pain, and uncertainty, but buried within that mess is the potential for transformation. It's like panning for gold. You have to sift through the mud, the stones, and the debris to find the precious metal hidden beneath the surface. In the same way, you must look beyond the surface of your struggles and dig deeper to uncover the value they offer. The gold in your life comes not from avoiding difficulty, but from embracing it, learning from it, and using it as a catalyst for growth. The real power in life comes from the ability to see the value in every experience. When you understand that life happens for you, when you recognize that every difficulty is an opportunity in disguise, then you can face any challenge with courage and purpose. The dirt, the struggles, the failures, they are not your enemy. They are the soil in which your personal growth is cultivated. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, remember, don't see it as something happening to you. See it as something happening for you. And instead of feeling overwhelmed by the dirt, start digging. Look for the gold that lies beneath the surface, because it's there, waiting for you to uncover it. Your most powerful lessons and your deepest strengths often come from the moments you least expect. Life isn't trying to break you. It's preparing you to rise stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. If this hit your soul, don't just scroll subscribe and turn wisdom into winning. Your future self will thank you.